Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is the San Diego Surf Expansion Series on NBA 2k19. I've never built a basketball team before. I'm a football guy, giving this a go, and so far, I haven't gotten us to the postseason. We've had minimal amounts of success, but I have a good feeling that today, all of that could change. We have a chance today, depending on how the lottery goes, and if there are any trades we can make, to make a franchise-changing move. I believe we have some good players to build around. However, I've got to worry about actually signing them to contracts now. Casey Daniels has been the star, the second-round pick of our very first draft. He is our top scorer. He's an awesome three-point shooter, and he's a playmaker. He's got 11 badges now at 83 overall. Rodney Kane, I also want to build around him. He was our first-round pick the year after we selected Casey Daniels. So year 2, first round pick, Rodney Kane has also shown tremendous playmaking ability on offense. Frederick Wilcox, the first player selected in series history, is now a Washington Wizard. Oh, come on, I had it there perfectly. So he is gone. And that means we have their first round pick after that trade. And I'm hoping that today we can either trade or make something happen to where we're able to go to the very top and select Neil Hope. He is the franchise game changer in this draft, and we have a good chance at landing the top pick. We do have 2 first-round picks. They're both in the lottery, and one of them has pretty decent odds to land the number 1 pick and Neil Hope with it. If we fail, I'll have to try to do anything I can to trade up to that spot, because Neil Hope is maybe the best prospect we've seen in this entire series. 6'9", 236 pounds, and he just turned 20 years old. I'm pretty sure he was 19 last time I checked this. Pretty cool. And he can score from anywhere. He plays defense. He's an athlete, smart, and he's still going to get better. And perhaps he could be the face of the San Diego Surf. We'll have to see how the offseason goes. Obviously, in the NBA, we get to it pretty quick. Not like NFL where we build up to the draft. No, the draft comes fast here in basketball. So we start with retirements today. Carmelo Anthony, Trevor Ariza, J.R. Smith, one of the original members of the San Diego Surf. A lot of these guys were free agents. A few of them were playing. But overall, more new talent comes in, more veteran talent goes out. Carmelo Anthony joins the Basketball Hall of Fame after playing 1,200 plus games and scoring a whole lot of points. He's the only one for this season. Jersey retirements, Melo's 15 retired with the Nuggets, over 10 years after he last played for them. League meetings, nothing is being changed, but here are the possible things that could happen. No, I like the shot clock going to 14 after like offensive rebounds and stuff like that. That's not going to be changing here. I've personally never understood the possession arrow rule. I think the jump ball is more than adequate. I don't understand it. Someone explain that to me. The bonus, not changing that. Shot clock to 20, no. We are just going to move on now. League realignment. There's nothing to do here. So this is it. This is truly the event of the offseason. We're getting to it awful quick today. The San Diego Surf have a 12.4 chance to make it to the number 1 pick. I'm a little confused here. I thought we had 2 picks in the lottery, that one from the Wizards. I don't think they made the postseason. Anyway, their pick wasn't going to have good odds anyway. They won too many games after they were able to get Frederick Wilcox in the trade and have a chance to make the postseason. So the Nuggets will pick at 16. The Bulls will pick at 15. The Suns at one point were the number 1 picking team in this series, and they've won a championship now. Apparently last year wasn't as good for them. The Raptors will be picking at 10. So I think for us, if we pick lower than 4th, we kind of lost the lottery in a way. The Grizzlies pick at 9. And it's the Pelicans picking at 8th. They had 7.4% odds. It's getting close now. The Magic will pick at 7. And at 6, we have the Detroit Pistons. Oh, wait a minute. We're picking at 6. The Pistons have moved into the top 3. We're picking at 6. Are you serious? I thought it showed their logo. I don't know what happened there. The Clippers pick at 4 apparently. Wow, we had the 4th best odds and we fall to 6. Are you kidding me? I'm not sure we have a good chance to trade up to number 1. Well, I'll try. I don't think it's happening. The Blazers pick at 2, and at number 1, it'll be... Are you kidding me? What? With 0.5% odds? The Indiana Pacers are gonna get Neil Hope? How? How is that even possible? That was the worst lottery ever. We're picking at 6 and 17. Indiana nearly made it to the postseason. I guess the Wizards did end up making it. You're welcome. Indiana, 40 and 42, and they get the top pick. I can't believe it. They literally had the 14th best odds. Come on, our staff. Are we good here or what? I'll try to hire a new CFO. I'm not really sure what all this is going to affect, but I'm just trying to get better letter grades if I can. Hooray! We have Caleb Rogers as the brand new CFO. We were able to upgrade that spot. I want to get to the draft. The Denver Nuggets are asking for permission to negotiate a contract with your team's head scout. Will you allow it? Why would I want them to? Like, if it were for the same spot, a lateral move. I say no. He is going to stay here. The Surf's trainer has uncovered an injury concern with James McKenzie and his ankle. He considers it serious and suggests that you do not draft him. James McKenzie. Let's see if he was somebody I'd have targeted. He is from Arizona. Probably not going to go very high. A below average scorer, below average defender. We haven't really scouted him much, so I probably wasn't taking him anyway. Dave Stafford and Jamal McCaw each made 17 of 25 moving NBA three-point shots. Not too bad. Barney Kennedy also made a lot. I know I've scouted him a good bit. I just can't believe the Pacers have the best chance to get Neil Hope. I will attempt to trade up. No clue if it'll even be considered. But that's just really disappointing to see. That effort that went into getting the Wizards pick and obviously having a bad season didn't really amount to much for us as far as our pick value right now goes. We still have 2 first-round picks. We can get some good talent, but when you miss out on the superstar, when you are within striking distance, conceivably, it's not fun. All right, we had our pre-draft workouts. I scouted a variety of players here. I did include Neil Hope. Most threes, Luis Kersey. The standing threes, Barney Kennedy, one of the best scorers in this class. Somebody that could be in our draft range. He is the 13th ranked player in this class, apparently. He does have 6 badges, including ankle breaker, which I could probably use somebody with that skill set. He's 6'6", 203. Like the size there and the fact that he can score a lot. That 99 open shot 3 stands out for sure. 80 contested, 75 off the dribble. That's pretty special. If we have a chance to get him, if we miss Neil Hope, he'll definitely be someone I consider. How about the defensive grades? The perimeter is a little below average, but he's a good athlete. Potential's a little low, but you can always work on that with untapped potential, so not a bad option. Neil Hope, by the way, made a fair amount of his shots. He didn't score like the highest at the three-pointer, but he can do it all. And I just hope it's not in Indiana. I guess it's time for the draft, but I want to go to the trading block and see if there's anything we can make happen. Alright, so if we go to the Pacers and we simply say, hey, we want your number 1 pick. Teams may not trade first-round picks in consecutive years. Come on. We can't even move up? So that's it then. It's completely out of my control. The Pacers with 0.5% chance not only get the first round pick, but rules say they can't even trade it. Hooray, we've made it to the draft. What are the Pacers going to do after going... What? Pause the draft, they win Bruce Henderson. They just took Bruce Henderson. We have a chance. Pause the draft. I have to make a trade. Who's next? It was Portland, right? Okay, Portland, then Detroit, then the Clippers. Why is there still stuff going on in the background? Are they actually pausing the draft for me? Okay, I wasn't sure. I need to figure out if I can make this happen. They can actually trade their first round pick. This is good. Now, I don't think this will work, but I'm going to offer it anyway. And yeah, so I wish you'd tell me like how far apart we are or what I have to make happen. How about our next first round pick? That's a good idea. You want that one? Unprotected, you can have it. Let's go. Yes, they made the trade. I can't believe it. This is happening. The Surf are on the clock. It is the ultimate comeback story for the San Diego Surf. I'm not accepting any of those offers. No, I'm taking Neil Hope. Let's go. The Surf have made it happen. How did he not go number 1? Neil Hope from Providence. So we no longer have another first round pick or our original first next year, but we have other teams' first. This is amazing. This was not supposed to happen. How did Neil Hope go number 2? What are the Pacers doing in their scouting department? Bruce Henderson's a fine player, but Neil Hope is an amazing prospect. A prospect no more, he's been drafted. Let's go. Bruce Henderson, by the way, decent three-point shooter, good defender, very good defender. He actually, I think, was labeled a lockdown defender at 5'10", 160. High potential, high IQ, can still be a great player. But I can't believe they did that. I'm sure all the mock drafts, I wonder if I can even check those anymore. Probably not. But I'm guessing the mock drafts, they always showed Neil Hope being number 1. And that was the mock from Draft Express, 2k, NBA.com. It was not supposed to work out that way. The surprise of the draft has happened. And then the Blazers were even willing to make a move with us to fall to number 6. This is incredible. The Miami Heat are on the clock. Cliff Brand from Duke. There were a couple Duke players projected to go like top 7 today. You know, I was thinking before we got going in this video about how in my Cardinals series, we had to get over that hump. And we did so by trading up aggressively for Ahmad Burns, a linebacker. And now today, I thought again we could be in position to make a big trade, a franchise-changing trade. I didn't think it would ever work out like that. I'll never get that lucky again in this game. Barney Kennedy, by the way, at 9 or 8, whatever, I think is a pretty good value. There are some players I still like in this class, but I just can't see us being able to make a move to get one. Plus, we have re-signing to worry about and free agents, so the offseason is just getting started. But we know that we are entering year 4 of the series with the best prospect to come out of any draft in the series. No one's been better than Neil Hope, and I'm set to prove that next year. There's Keith Spencer. Oh, man. The Suns get Keith Spencer. I would have loved to trade up for him, actually. I don't think I'm going to trade up anymore today. I'm content. I am good. Carlton Trent from Wake Forest is going to the Pittsburgh Force to play alongside Klay Thompson. I can't believe the Timberwolves are good. They go and take Donnell Henry at the 25th selection. And then we have Roman Gornev from Ukraine going to the San Diego Spurs, or San Antonio Spurs. San Diego Surf. I'll get it right next time, probably. All right. can't believe what's happened today. This has been so much fun. Apparently the champs didn't even have their own pick here. That's all right. Now, we've had some good luck, I feel, with our second round picks in this series with Casey Daniels, Alexi Edwin. So at 36, I mean, we could definitely find ourselves a good player. We have 18 trade offers. I'll take a look this time. I don't really feel like we need to make this pick if we get something good, like a 23 first. Doesn't look like those are really being offered right now. A lot of like second round picks 4 years from now. Yeah, that's really valuable. Nope, I think we're going to be making a selection today instead, although I haven't fully scouted anybody that's available. Daryl Hope has the best potential available, but I don't think that with his scoring I'm all that interested. He's still a below average playmaker. Like, he might have high potential, but if that potential only gets his ratings to a decent point here, like, I'm probably not going to do a whole lot with him anyway. Another option at a position I'm more interested in at forward is Wenli Lam from China, 6'11", 247 pounds. The scoring is below average. I'm not too concerned about the three-point scoring. These two are C's. He has a high overall, but the defense and offense grades are not that good. Lyle Murray, 6'4", 219 from Georgetown. He's 21. And we've got elite scoring here at both the 3 and the mid-range game, but he also has a passable inside game as well. He can play guard, he can play forward. I'm really interested here. The athleticism is below average. We don't know the potential. He's not fully scouted. He's only 25%. But so far from what I've seen, there are some skills I like to work with. How about Mo Caffey from Villanova, 6'3", 208. He can play either guard spot. Don't expect him to drive to the basket too often or shoot the 3. I just don't see this being a skill set that I'm going to play well with. We're going to select Lyle Murray. I just love the upside with his elite three-point and mid-range scoring abilities. He's our selection, and that should conclude our fun today as far as the draft goes. The scouts were not impressed by his limited upside. I think he has pretty good upside. If you can score at an elite level from like 2 areas on the floor, that's pretty good, right? I had no idea we were set to pick again. I guess we have multiple picks. Wenli Lam. I wouldn't mind a forward to work on developing. Wenli Lam. C inside, C mid-range. We got C post defense. Let's do it. Let's take Lamb here. And that's our 3rd pick of the day. I don't know if we'll make another one. 7'8" wingspan. Great shot blocking ability. All right. I like the sound of that. Daryl Hope now off the board to New York. Still can't believe the Pacers gave us that gift, though. They really felt bad. They felt really bad for our team today. And the draft is wrapping up. There are 64 total selections. And the final pick goes to the Celtics, Stevie Caffey from West Virginia. And that will end the NBA draft. One that went our way in the luckiest fashion ever. Neil Hope is already, I think, our highest rated player on the entire team. Okay, Valanciunas has him beat by a 1. 86 overall. This is amazing. 85. I'm accepting all these. Neil Hope. Let's see the final actual ratings, though. 85 overall. 79 shot close. 94 mid-range. This is amazing. So many above average traits there, and some that are very close if they're below average. And I'm guessing that his potential's also got to be pretty sky high. He's just so well-rounded. The potential's a 91. That is incredible. I can't believe Neil Hope is actually on the Surf now. We've still got a lot of work to do this offseason, though, so we are just getting started. Then we have Lyle Murray, who is only a 70 overall. However, very good mid-range game. Very good three-point shooter, just as I expected. The A+ grades were mostly accurate, maybe a little bit lower than what I'd call an A+, but I'm really not too worried about it. I feel like we got another good scorer that can come off the bench and develop for a little while, and it might be worth giving someone like him untapped potential. We'll have to see. And then we go and take Wenley Lamb. Pretty good shot blocker based on that one description. 71, okay, it is above average at least. 64 is kind of seems low to me, but oh well. 76 speed, and as far as the scoring goes, there's a little bit of ability there up close. He's in line with other players at the position, so I like the pick there too. Team and player options are up next, and Rodney Kane. Ooh, we had a 2-year team option there. Whoever put that there is a genius, because I didn't want to have to negotiate right now. I just wanted it to be easy. Rodney Kane staying here. Julian Sparks, he'll be staying with the Suns. Mo Bamba, he has his option accepted. He's become a pretty elite player in this series at just 24 years old. Barney Higgins, I see he also has a 2-year team option accepted. Not sure like how these 2-year options got in there. Like I wasn't expecting the one for Kane, because I don't remember actually negotiating a deal with him. It's just like the baseline rookie contracts. Frederick Wilcox accepted or had the team option accepted. I think it's more interesting when the players get the choice, but I don't know if many did, or any at all. It appears not. So now we have the qualifying offers we have to extend. I have to look this up every offseason, but essentially I have to give the qualifying offer if I want the right to match an offer sheet from a team, because they'll be restricted free agents. If I don't give the qualifying offer, then they just become unrestricted. I do not want to extend the offer to Carson Romero for $10 million. I already know Casey's not making $6 million next year. It's going to be a big deal of some sort. I do intend to give the qualifying offer to Lonnie Walker. I really want to keep him. Same for Jonah Bolden. Daryl Macon, I'm probably not going to offer him. And Alexi Edwin, I absolutely will. So now we have the moratorium period and a lot of good restricted free agents here. I might make an offer after I take care of our key players. Looks like the top unrestricted free agent is Malcolm Brogdon, somebody we did have on our team, and then Spencer Dinwiddie, somebody I wanted last season. So another year where the top players on the market are pretty much all restricted free agents. So after going through all of our players, nobody has more than just our qualifying offer. So I kind of want to just simulate forward a little bit and see what happens, because I think that some of them will get offers and I'll have to think about matching. We are going to renounce rights on Andre Robertson. I do plan to open up a little cap room to potentially make a move. We're going to also renounce rights on Daryl Macon. We'll renounce rights as well on Carson Romero. I'm not sure why it says we gave him the qualifying offer. I thought I specifically said I didn't want that. So far, Luka and DeAndre Ayton are staying put. They have signed. Can they sign with their own team, but only negotiate with other teams in this period? I'm guessing that's how it would work. I will negotiate, though, with Casey Daniels. He's definitely somebody I want for the long term. And if we can make a deal sooner than later, it would make things a lot easier. So I think I will drop the price a little bit, see if we can get somewhat of a deal. As far as finding another move to make, there's nothing that really stands out quite yet. I am just thinking about our projected starting lineup next year, and there'll be Valanciunas, Neil Hope at one forward spot, and then Rodney Kane at the other, and then consider hopefully Casey Daniels, and then possibly Lonnie Walker. Maybe there's a chance we can find another guard. We have to build some depth, obviously. We don't have a big roster right now. Maybe we're better off waiting until Valanciunas money comes off the books. Maybe next year is a better chance to go for a big splash. Some of these prices, though, are just way out of what I would consider. I'd love to bring in a player like Wendell Carter, to just, you know, be maybe somebody on defense that can come off the bench and play some good defense and just be a good second rotation scorer. But if he's expected to make $26 million a year, well, then I'm obviously not looking at his skill set the right way or anything. We will advance a day, and right now, Casey is agreeing to the deal. You can't put pen to paper yet, apparently, or maybe you can, but he's just waiting to see if there's another offer out there. So far, he likes the 4-year offer we've given him. Oh yeah, I thought I was going to get Wendell Carter for a nice bargain to come off the bench. Instead, he's going to make $30 million now for the Bulls for the next 5 years. Yeah. We're going to get Casey Daniels back, though. Looks like he has signed the 4-year deal to stay with the Surf until he is 29. And I think we got a pretty good contract there. 4 years, $106 million. I'm going to give Jonah Bolden a 3-year offer. I did drop the salary here, but he's somebody that I really like having on the team. He's filled in as a starter pretty well. That didn't work. Can I try again? I don't think I can mess around here too much because you have limited offers you can make. Under 10 a year, though, for a good player who's shown he can fill in as a starter, I think I would definitely like to make this deal. And Bolden, he didn't say no. Does that mean he accepted the deal? Jonah Bolden, not in the signed player category yet. So Daniels has accepted his deal. Bolden accepts his. I didn't need to sign him yet, but I just think I'll want him long term. He's, I think, maybe our 6th or 7th best player on the team. Solid. And then Alexi Edwin. We should be able to keep him. I'm confused now, because here it's showing Jonah Bolden's contract that he just accepted. But for Casey, it's only showing him as accepting the qualifying offer of $6.04 million. And that doesn't sound right. I'm not sure if that's him just declining to try to get more next season, but it said he agreed to it, so that's really confusing. Yeah, on this menu now, it's only showing the qualifying offer. So we have Casey, but it's just not the long-term offer I was expecting yet. You know, for just the season, bringing back CJ McCollum, even to come off the bench, if we get him at this price, I love that deal. We traded him last season. We could bring him right back. He does have 2 offers, though. I have to see what the other one is. Oh, we can't really compete with that. I'm not doing that. What if we do a similar deal for Alonzo Trier, who can also bring some scoring off the bench? CJ McCollum's going to the Jazz. No surprise there. Looks like Trier likes this offer. And Daryl Macon. Oh, I was going to bring him back, but he's going to the Kings instead. I think I'll be happy if we can get Trier. Did he accept? Alonzo Trier did accept, so another scorer to come off the bench. Has some good playmaking there. I like our guard setup now on this team. I feel a good bit. We have Daniels and Monty Morris. I didn't know I gave him a multi-year offer until the offseason. I'm happy that I did. I like playing with him. And then Lyle Murray, Alonzo Trier, and then consider Lonnie Walker coming back would make that even better. Neil Hope, Rodney Kane. We have Jonah Bolden. Like, if we get Edwin back, I feel like we can just fill out the roster with very cheap players and be in good shape. Is he actually going to sign that? I just decided to throw out an offer because I thought it would be a fun move to make. Colin Sexton might just have joined the San Diego Surf on a 1-year contract. That's exactly what happened. So another good guard that joined the team. I gave him a low offer, but there just wasn't much of a market, so he took it for a season. Where's Lonnie Walker now? I'm not seeing Lonnie Walker anywhere now when I go through all these menus. We keep Alexi Edwin. I have no idea where Walker went, and I was really hoping to keep him on the team. We had the cap hold still on him, but he's clearly not on our roster right now. I couldn't find him anywhere. I guess I'm going to have to use the player finder feature for this one. Lonnie Walker. Where are the results here? Is he a free agent? Uh-oh. I think I just wrecked this. I'm sorry for doing that. What happened? Did signing Colin Sexton take away the cap space we had for it, because with the cap hold, I don't know, I was so confused about it. I think that I wrecked it by making that offer, and I didn't have the room to keep everybody. No. And I can't, like, try to redo it. I can't trade him until the 15th of December. So I think I just wrecked it, and I'm not going to get Lonnie Walker now after I was so excited about him. No. Anyway, here is player progression. Casey Daniels is now an 84 overall, it's saying. And he increased his mid-range game, his playmaking, all sorts of stuff. Still getting better for our offensive superstar, whom I thought was signing a 4-year deal and instead took the qualifying offer. This game makes a lot of things really confusing, especially if you're not, like, really familiar with the systems. Neil Hope is apparently already our highest rated player. That's fantastic. Valanciunas is regressing a little bit. Playmaking went down. Not too concerned with that. Colin Sexton's a great player, although his inside game did go down. Skill set's a great fit for our team still. I mean, there's a lot that he does well that Walker also did well. I just thought we'd be keeping Walker as well. This is still really confusing to me, but I guess I'll know for next time that the cap hold doesn't mean they already took that, you know, set aside that money from your cap space like Madden does for the draft. Rodney Kane's an 83 overall. I do like this team quite a bit. I don't know if we have a full roster quite yet, but I'm not too worried about it. Neil Hope, sprained right toe in the Summer League. Well, thankfully it's not a serious injury of any kind. How do we do? Do we actually make it, like, to a higher seed this year? We're always, like, out in the first round of the Summer League, and it's never fun. Alright, we simulate the Summer League, and again, we're knocked out in the first round. Just fantastic. And the Summer League champions are, as Neil Hope returns, the Pittsburgh Force. This year, the All-Star Game's gonna go to Chicago. Will we finally have an All-Star in that game? We'll have to see. And we'll generate another class of rookies for next season. We do not have a first-round pick, though, because we did everything we could to get Neil Hope. We're going to start our training camps today with big man offense. I want to focus on Alexi Edwin. I would really like to try to work him into being a starting center and continue that development, and I really enjoy playing with him. I think what I want to make better, is it offense or defense? Let me take a look at the other one. Well, I guess I already selected it, so it's too late. So Alexi Edwin's going to get a boost then. Now we're going to give untapped potential to Rodney Kane, as I want him to continue developing into one of the core stars on our team. So we finished out training camps, and it looks like we can begin next season. Alright, it's been a few minutes now, and I thought I could fix the situation with Lonnie Walker, and I only made it worse. So, we no longer have Colin Sexton, apparently. I waived him, so it's not like it's too much of a surprise, but I saw that I would only have to, you know, have that salary cap if he weren't claimed after a couple days, and I thought because the contract was so reasonable, somebody would claim him. Well, to my surprise, nobody has claimed Colin Sexton, so I just let him go for nothing when he was a good starting caliber player. I just really wanted Lonnie Walker. This is how I pictured the team going into next year. I wanted Walker again. I enjoyed playing with him, and now I don't have him or a very good alternative in Colin Sexton. So I kind of wrecked things, but I'm still looking forward to next year, essentially. So I know this episode's been all over the place, but I've set up a rotation now for this coming season that I'm hoping we can stick with. So we have Alonzo Trier now as another starting guard option. Trier, I think, is only on a 1-year contract. Not as complete as Colin Sexton, not as good, in my opinion, as Lonnie Walker, but he can shoot the three, he can shoot free throws, and I feel like he'll at least be an adequate player to have as our 5th starter here. Casey, obviously, Rodney Kane, Neil Hope playing power forward. Not sure if I want him to play which forward spot. I just think that with his mid-range game being so good, along with, where is his post control? Okay, that's actually not that good. I don't know who I want to play power forward yet, but we'll just run out here with this lineup and see how it goes. And then, of course, Jonas Valanciunas at center. Off the bench, I want to see us use Monty Morris a good bit, Jonah Bolden, of course, Alexei Edwin, and it signs some players randomly for me because we had like no cap space. So it gave us Norman Powell, Matthew Dellavedova, Doug McDermott, and that filled out our roster. So I'm sorry for kind of messing things up here. You know, that could be a big move, losing out on Colin Sexton for nothing. Couldn't trade him, tried to waive him to get that money back. None of it worked. But the big victory today is that Neil Hope is now part of the San Diego Surf, and next episode he will make his debut. Will Neil Hope be that superstar on day one that we're hoping? I still think that if all goes well this season, this could be a playoff team. I think this is a solid roster when you consider the scoring abilities of Daniels and Kane. Then you throw in Neil Hope. Valanciunas is a solid center. I like our bench as well, led by Morris, Bolden, and Edwin. I'm not sure if I have to get anybody else some minutes, but I feel like we have a good core. I like what I've built here for the most part. I just wish I didn't mess up the guard situation. I shouldn't have even offered to Colin Sexton. I just thought we had all this extra money that was going to go to waste and didn't realize that half of it was meant to go to Lonnie Walker. Oh well, guess I'm learning the game here, and I just want to get on to the actual games this coming season. So we're going to open this year against the Atlanta Hawks, who are a pretty solid team now in the series. And we'll see how we start. Last year we were pretty good for the first, couple months of the year, playing 500 ball until we saw everything kind of collapse for this team. And then we decided to go into full-on tank mode. Next year, that's not really going to be an option. Well, I guess we do have a couple first-round picks, but they're from teams that probably are not going to be in the lottery. If we go to mock drafts, I guess we could take a look. We might have a chance if the Jazz aren't very good. That might be a protected pick though, top 5. Definitely is. We also have the 76ers pick. So we'll just have to see how this coming year goes. I want to get to it here pretty quick. Thank you all for watching. What did you think of that offseason? Obviously, messed up some stuff at the end. And I wish I had the Casey contract right. I probably had to take away the qualifying offer or something. I don't know how it all works. It wasn't explained very well in the game either. But that is going to do it for this episode. Please leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. And now that we have Neil Hope, what do you think is the future for the San Diego Surf? Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see Neil Hope's debut coming soon. Have a great day, everybody.